Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy Jacob Plays back with another daily upload. And today guys, I'm going to be showing you how to get high kill wins in Fortnite. So today I'm going to go through my thought process and how I kind of get a lot of wins and kills. Because as you know, if you've been watching the channel for a long time, I get a lot of high kill games. I get 20 bombs, solo vs squad 20 bombs. Um, I I get a lot of wins and stuff like that every day, around like 2 to 3 wins a day, and I'm only playing about 4 hours. So today I'm going to be showing you how I'm getting all these wins, and it's just important, a couple things to learn. For the first thing to learn is that you gotta learn to get a lot of kills and to win games. You gotta learn your strengths and your weaknesses. So, for example, if I'm not a good builder, uh, I don't want to go in a build fight. You know what I mean? Or if I'm not good at, aiming scars, then try to have a close range combat instead of having like a far away AR battle, right? You gotta pick your fight. So, for example, my strengths are I'm good at building, or pretty decent at building, and I have really good pumping. So, since I know I have good pumping and I have good building, I'm good at build fights. So what I do is I like to go for a lot of build fights or close range combats. I am good at shooting with my AR, but I do feel more comfortable with shooting my pump. So that's why I'm better at close range combat. So for me, what I do is I like to go for a lot of build battles. As you can see there, I didn't miss a pump shot. I love, you know, going for some pump shots and stuff. That's my favorite thing. So basically, finding out your strengths and your weaknesses and trying to avoid your weaknesses will help you get a lot of wins and kills. Also, you gotta play smart. So a lot of people just think it's all about getting kills and stuff like that. But the thing is, if you go for a lot of kills, you won't have as much heals, as not as much mats, and you'll probably lose the game. So you might get a lot of kills per game, but you might be dying because you have no heals or mats or anything like that. So you want to pick your fights. So for example, if I was, 150 HP, but I had no shield, and there's a whole house that had 3 chests in it that can be looted, or if I go fight that guy that could kill me and has heals, right? So you got to pick your fights. You got to learn when to back off and learn when to push a guy. So that's another tip. And I know I'm supposed to be going through my thought process here, which I will in a minute. I'm just trying to tell you guys some extra pointers, is to find your strengths and weaknesses and focus on using your strengths, and also improve your weaknesses. That's always good. And another thing is to learn when to attack, and learn when you don't really want to attack, because it will actually affect your game. Because what people don't realize, it's like in life, you don't just think about the present, think about the future, right? If you just think about what's going on right now, you're never going to go anywhere. If you have big plans for the future, you'll do good. It's like Fortnite. If you don't plan for the end of the game, you're not going to make it to the end of the game. If you don't farm mats just thinking you're going to get kills and get mats, then if you die, you most likely die because you have no mats, right? So you got to plan always for the end of the game. Make sure you're getting mats, make sure you have lots of heals and stuff like that. So that's always a good tip. So yeah, just things like that to keep in mind. Anyways, I'll when I get into my next fight, I'll be doing my thought process. Alrighty guys, so here as you can see there were two guys approaching us. Now I hid behind the truck, the guy didn't see me, so he shot at my friend, and I had a nice clean shot on him. Right there, I absolutely lasered the guy, so what my first instinct is push him before he heals. But his teammate was there, so I tried to shockwave up. I tried to kill the guy that was low. Now my teammate got knocked, so I focused the guy that was low, and I got the knock on him. Now, I didn't know if I was going to kill the other guy, so I just went instantly for the full kill. Also, the guy had some good guns, which I needed. So my friend was down, and I just wanted to make sure he was protected, so he didn't get full killed. And then I was about to build battle. Now, like I said, I like to go for a bunch of build like fights, close range, and as you can see, I pump them there. So like I said earlier, I used my strength by using build battles, and I laughed on them to piss them off. But like I said, I used my strength, which is close range combat, and I used it, and it worked. Now, obviously, like, I'm not saying you always have to use your strengths, but it's always good to use them and also practice your weaknesses. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not good at killing far range, but I'm way better at shooting pumps. You know, like I'm better at build fights and hitting pump shots more than ARs. So, anyways, there's two guys in that house right there. I think they were upgrading guns. I don't know. I didn't see them. But I heard them right here, so I started building. And I told my friend Ryan to come over here because there were guys on me. So what I'm doing is I'm checking the roof to make sure there's no opening so they can't just run up on me. The one guy was on me here. My friend got him one shot. He told me, so I went down and killed him. That was a nice call up of my friend. I'm still making sure the guy isn't trying to break through, and I saw he was. So I came down. He was trying to crash pad away. So I was trying to laser him with my SCAR, which I hit no shots. So I used the crash pad here. We were trying to kill him before things got out of hand. You know, we didn't want him to just run away. So right here, we got the kill. And I shockwave to go get his loot, and then I saw more kids fighting. Now, normally, like I said, you got to pick your fights wisely. Storm wasn't on our side, I wouldn't have done it, but they were in Storm, so that means that they were actually really low. And if they're low, like as you can see here, some guys were extremely low in this fight. If you're low, you got to go for the fight, maybe get some extra heals. So that's what I did. First, I tagged that kid 30. And then I saw some kids over here, so I went to go push them. Now I'm building to my side so the other guy that I just shot at doesn't shoot at me. Now I figured this guy was low because he was trying to run away and boxing up. So I try to do the exploit, the jump in exploit, but it didn't work. He tries to edit, and then I kill him here. Now I heard other kids coming, so I had to get out of that box because none of them was my edits. I reload my SCAR, and I try to get out of this box. There's a kid right there. I shoot him with my TAC SMG, grab out my pump. He has the Wolverine stuff right there. And my friend gets knocked here. My friend Ryan gets knocked. So it was a 2v1. I was 60 HP. He had the Wolverine ability. So basically, guys, it looked bad. I tried to mini up. I saw them breaking down. So I went on a place where they couldn't break me down. I knew they were low. So I tried to just get some nice free tags on them. I saw that guy was alone, so I was trying to drink my big pot here. They weren't both trying to push me. I got my big pot off. I went to go target one guy, and then as you can see, I knocked this guy with Wolverine. And I build. I full kill him because I wasn't... You want to full kill, guys, if you're not sure that you're going to live. Just get the full kill for the extra kill. Anyway, so I box up. Use a mini. Storm was on me. I was getting pressured here. I let the guy come in, and then I just one pump him. And basically he was expecting me to place a floor, but then I let him in. And now anyways, guys, we cut to this part. So there's kids camping in the vault at Stark. Basically we survived Storm. We found a car after Salty, and we barely just survived Storm. Then we went to the campfire at Risky. But anyway, so we were doing a build battle here. And this guy actually gets me really low. Now what I did was needed to play safe, so instead of pushing this guy and trying to get a lucky one pump, I went to build some distance. You always want distance, and I got high ground, and what I was doing is I was drinking a mini and eating a flopper, because if I try to use another mini, I only would have gotten 50 HP, but I used a mini plus a flopper, which gave me 65, so I got more health than what I would have if I just had 2 minis. I hit this guy 100 headshot. He was really low. I grab out my SMG, start spraying him, because I know my SMG can actually go through some builds. Tag him 100 again, keep spraying him with the SMG, and then the SCAR, and then he was dead. So now, guys, it was 3 guys left, and we were healing up, and we're going to cut over to the last part of the video, guys. So hopefully you are learning a little bit, and hopefully you'll, try some of my tips. Anyways, let's go to the next clip. Alright, guys, so here it's the last 2 teams fighting. It's us versus another duo versus a solo. So as you can see, we were trying to spot people. Now, like I said, you have to be careful for mats. I didn't want to waste any of my mats because we didn't have much. I had like 700. We saw those guys there, so my plan, you gotta pick your battles and you gotta play smart. So what we did was, these kids were shooting their ARs, they couldn't have heard us. We crouched onto their base and tried to sneak up on them. One guy fell down, so once that one guy fell down, we realized that we could pressure the other teammate. So the other guy tried to kill us. I absolutely lasered him. He was at like 30 HP. Me and my friend Ryan both pushed him because it was us versus him, because his teammate left him. So we went to go push him. He used the unit beam so he couldn't build, and I knocked him. He actually fell down here, and I didn't know where he went. Now, so this is sometimes happens. You don't know where the knocked guy was. He actually crawled in a bush and got revived, but that was fine. So just a tip for me next time is I got to be more aware of where he went. So make sure you guys always know where your knocked opponent went, because the other guy revived him, but we still ended up getting the win, so it doesn't really matter. But as you can see, I heard them medding up. I one-pumped the guy that just got revived, or that just revived his teammate. So this other guy was low, the default that we just revived. So then we came up here, and then I pumped him when he used the unibeam. So it was basically a 1 versus 2, me and my friend Ryan versus one guy. So now we knew it was a 1 versus 2. We had the advantage on him. What we decided to do was we figured he was down there because there was a bunch of bills. I found him, and we wanted to create some space, because the thing is, if I went in by myself and he one pumped me, it was him versus my friend Ryan, right? We had the advantage by having a 2-on-1, so we tried to stay as far away as possible and just spray him so he'd run out of mats, and then we win the game. So as you can see, we were tagging him, and what we do is we laser him, then go a little bit closer, laser him, go a little bit closer. So as you can see, we were just trying to pressure him as much as we could, so he couldn't heal and stuff like that. And yeah, so here he used a mini. We kept spraying him. I went down and then pumped him in the face. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Hopefully you try out some of these tips I've told you, and my next video will be Wednesday. Peace out, guys.